Your Black therapist, Jenny Dela Cruz, and this is a place where we bring awareness to mental health. We talk about anxiety, depression, trauma, and more. This is a place where you learn to be the best version of yourself because the real you is better than the fake somebody else. Today, we're going to talk about an issue that 10 million Americans experience. Mostly women. 1 in 20 women experience this issue, and it is called hair pulling or trichotillomania. And many women and men um, struggle with this issue in silence because there's a lot of shame surrounding it. Now, I want to give you some background. Trichotillomania typically start around adolescence, is an impulse control disorder, meaning that many times when people engage in hair pulling, whether it's predominantly on their head, their eyebrows, or their eyelashes, they're unaware that they're doing it. It's almost like subconscious. And this is why it leads to a lot of shame because there's a sense of feeling that I cannot control myself or my impulses. Those who struggle with trichotillomania typically pull hair strand by strand. And what may cause this could be a variety of factors, such as anxiety, tension, stress. Sometimes there is a buildup, and it's almost as though if I do not pull, then this anxiety will increase. Followed by the hair pulling is a sense of relief. And it could be similar to someone who experienced an addiction, whether it's gambling or drugs and alcohol. There's a sense of relief after engaging in the maladaptive behavior or pattern. Now, it's important to realize that trichotillomania is never the root issue. It is a symptom of another underlying problems. And many times the underlying issue can be anxiety, it can be depression, past trauma, stress, and the list goes on. Other issues can be OCD, also known as obsessive compulsion disorder. So if you struggle with this issue, know that you are not alone. And if so far this information is helpful for you, please hit that like button and subscribe. That way YouTube know that this information is valuable and will share it with more viewers. Be kind, support your girl. Now let's continue. The main complications of living with trichotillomania is emotional distress. It's easy to feel the sense of powerlessness, shame, and embarrassment. Many people who struggle with this wear eyelashes and wigs to cover up. The second complication could be a lack of social interactions. Because of the shame, you don't want to be out and about. You don't feel confident in yourself. And so perhaps you have superficial relationships. And when people start to get close to you, you push them away for fear that they may find out the truth. The third complication is your health. Due to the hair pulling, you may develop skin and hair damage, so much so that your follicles are permanently damaged and it's difficult to grow hair back. You may also experience health issues internally if you actually eat and consume the hair that you pull. Over time, your digestive tract becomes irritated. You can actually vomit more on a regular basis because of the hair that is accumulated in your digestive tract, and it can sadly lead to death. So, if this is something that you struggle with, please do not struggle in silence. Seek help, seek medical professionals such as doctors, and counselors and therapists as myself. I always try to encourage folks to seek a local counselor, but if that's a challenge for you, I do provide virtual one on one sessions. So make sure to reach out to me. I will place a link to my email in the description. Other ways that you can seek support is in social media. I know that there are Facebook support groups for trichotillomania, and you can definitely, as I mentioned, engage in therapy. The two modalities that seems to be the most helpful is CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, which I specialize in, and HRT. HRT is habit reversal training. Sometimes I know folks who have find yarn and maybe pull on that because it's similar to hair pulling. So try to find something that may feel like the maladaptive behavior, but doesn't harm you in the long run. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Thanks for watching it to the end. That really helps me as a content creator. Make sure to comment on what you learned and what you're going to take away with you. And again, make sure to share it with someone because you don't know who may be struggling with this issue in silence. We have to bring awareness to these issues because awareness and knowledge, there is power and healing. And so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell because you definitely don't want to miss the next video. In the next video, we're going to talk about how to heal from a breakup. This is a continual series that I've been doing, especially because I have been healing from a breakup myself after being married for 11 years. Yeah, I ain't perfect, y'all. I know you think these mental health professionals got all together, but guess what? I'm always the first to say that as a therapist, I also have my own counselor. Why? Because we all need support. So there's no shame in getting help. All right. And so I just want to give you guys much love and thanks as always for watching. Peace.